Hello and welcome to Program 63 in this series of programs and tutorials that focus on TradeStation Easy Language. You may recall back in tutorial 49 I wrote a program that drew three lines on a chart based on the linear regression line, based on a certain number of bars, and then drew upper and lower lines which were separated by a number of standard deviations. And there were three options. There was the option to apply them so that they were always the right hand end of the linear regression line was always on the last bar of the chart. There was an option to apply them to every bar so that you get an effect like this, and then there was the option to apply them to the bar at which the program was turned on or applied to the chart and just leave them there. So this program 63, has similar functionality included, but we now have the option of having some plots. So let me just go and explain how the plot is created, and we're just going to zoom into the chart just to look at the very end. So what you'll see here is we've got actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plotted lines, but you'll notice here we've got a magenta line. And what we're doing is we're drawing the magenta line at the very end of the plot. So as we draw a new bar, the line will be joined between the ends of the linear regression line. What we then do is we use a triple smoothing algorithm to smooth that magenta line to give us the yellow line. And then based on that smooth line, we draw the upper two lines and the lower two lines separated by a number of standard deviations. What we also have is an oscillator, and this is just based on a different setting in the program. And what the oscillator does is calculate an oscillator based on a certain number of look-back bars, not for the smooth lines, but for lines based on the non-smoothed center line. And we create a non-smooth, or at least we calculate a non-smooth top line, a non-smooth bottom line, and then we calculate the oscillator based on those. So what we're doing is we're looking back a certain number of bars, user input number of bars, finding the highest value and the lowest value, and then working out where the line is at any one point. So let me go through the options for the program. So first of all, the number of bars, that's the number of bars over which we draw the linear regression line and the upper and lower lines. The price is the price that we use to calculate the linear regression, and then the number devs up, down. These determine how many standard deviations we are from that central line. The graph option, that determines the way that we draw the linear regression lines, whether we keep it applied to the always to stay with the last bar on the chart, or whether we just draw them every bar, or whether we draw them the bar that it's applied and it stays there. Smoothing length, this is used in the triple smoothing algorithm to get those smooth plots based on the as you remember, this case the magenta plot. To oscillator look-back length, this is used when we're calculating the oscillator to determine how many bars back to work out the high and the low to calculate the oscillator. If we want an oscillator rather than a plot, we set that to true. So at the moment it's set to false, and that means that we get the chart looking something like this. If we would set that to true, then we'll get the oscillators, as you can see in these other charts. The TL weight mid, the TL weight upload, TL style, and TL transparency, these all control the way that the linear regression lines are drawn. And incidentally, the way that this is programmed now, using some of the newer features of TradeStation, means that this can be applied to various charts, including second charts, tick charts, Renko charts, etc. And also the upper, mid, and lower color are shown here. And you'll see at the program web page there are a huge number of different options for color that you can use here, but they must be included in quotes. Anyway, I hope you might find this program useful. If you have any questions, please send them to me and I'll do my best to answer. Thank you very much.